Welcome to Dodger Stadium, an NL West matchup on the show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And today on the hill, Dustin May.
And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club. And what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him. And it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point. Maybe it's the motion. But just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Fernando Tatis Jr., the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. The 1-0. The other way. Nice grab. As we take a look at the Padres lineup. Not a team that usually sees a lot of pitches or works a ton of walks, Chris. They take a more aggressive approach than some of the other teams in the league.
They definitely have a few free swingers in this lineup. Hitters who want to be on the attack, and that's great as long as you got pitches in the zone. But if the pitcher's able to expand the zone, can be very difficult for an offense like this to get going. You've got to somehow draw some walks, put some runners on base so that when you do have those free swingers come up, you can cash in with some runs that are plated.
Luis Arias in the box now. No balls and a strike. And it's fouled away. The 0-2.
Ball, that's down.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
On its way to the corner. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Down and in, moved his feet.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
May delivers. On the ground. Gloves it on the dive. Throws from his knees. And that's a great play for the out. Hesung Kim. He'll take over at second base after the injury.
Number 6.
Manny Machado coming to the plate for the Padres after homering earlier in the game.
Yeah, and nobody has hit more home runs for the Padres franchise than Manny Machado.
You're right about that. It was just last year when Manny passed a member of San Diego's inaugural team from 1969, Nate Colbert, for the top spot.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Machado starting as the designated hitter. 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2010. And that one is downstairs. And the count is 1-1. And a breaking ball misses outside. That misses the zone. And now 3-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2 outs. Foul ball there. May fires. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 2 out, space is empty. And that's inside, and a good at-bat ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Gavin Sheets stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Next offering is fouled back. Kicks and deals.
2-2 the count.
Just off the inside corner. Full count, 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Machado, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. Fouled off. He was late. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at Dodger Stadium. And on the mound for San Diego in this one, Dylan Cease. What do you look for here?
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Going, gone. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. And the Dodgers have the lead. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Now it's Mookie Betts. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Next offering way off the plate. And a sweeper misses for a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next offering down low and in the dirt. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that gets down into the gap. And that's going to roll to the wall. Betts into second.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here's Freddie Freeman now.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
That one hooked foul. Runner at second, nobody out. And that one fouled off.
One ball.
In the dirt. Man at second. Pitch misses. Ball 2. Stays alive. That one almost got him. No outs. Runner on second. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
This one smoked. Could be trouble. Flying around third is Betts.
He'll score.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Under the Mendoza line so far this month.
And the 1-0. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. Bogarts fires over to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. It features a great veteran presence, Mookie Betts.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close, late-game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Late swing fouled off. Swing and a chopper out to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Here's Kike Hernandez.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 a solo shot. On to the second now from Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Padres nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now here's Jake Cronenworth.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
May back to work. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And that's outside. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
That's ball 2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. May comes set. And that's in the dirt. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Hit on the ground to short. Tosses across the first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Next for the Padres, Jose Iglesias. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one inside, and a count 1-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Grounds one to short. Betts. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
2 outs, base is empty. So digging in now for San Diego, Brandon Lockridge. Right through there for a strike.
There it was. Oh, here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there.
1-1.
And that is cut on and missed. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. Swung on, belted. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two down. Rips one to right. Hernandez puts it away, and that is that. Padres down in order. They trail it here 3-0. Back here in L.A., we head to the bottom of the second. Stepping in, Miguel Rojas. Swing and a pop-up. Bogarts corrals it, and there's one down.
Batting 8th, catcher Dalton Rushing.
Here's the catcher to hit, Dalton Rushing. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
That's
Well, that's off the
inside,
plate.
and it's 1-1.
That one fouled off. And now 2-2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Struck him out looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Sung Kim in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering misses down and away. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
That one just misses. Ripped on a line. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Once he digs in, he's already homered in this game. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Check swing, called strike. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So the Dodgers leave one, but they lead at 3-0. Top half of the third inning, and now it's Elias Diaz. Hit hard on the ground to short. Slings it across. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Now batting, right fielder Fernando Tatis.
So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 1 so far. Out to center. Pajes should have this one. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. 2 down, bases empty. And now the first baseman, Luis Arias. He's 0 for 1. And that one moves his feet. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Line drive. Oh, he gloves it. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Padres nothing.
And we're back. Here's Betts. That misses, and that's ball one.
You know, these Dodgers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball. And it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one lifted to left. And that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here is Freddie Freeman. Ball one, no strikes. Nobody out, runner at first. And now it's even up. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. To second, there's 1. Back to first, double play. 3-6-3, nicely done.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Misses off the inside, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
And a fastball misses outside for a ball. 3-1 now. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they lead it 3-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And now the DH, Manny Machado. First pitch misses. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? Fastball for a strike.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
And Machado able to spoil that pitch. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
That one missed.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
3-2. Short hop liner, handled it short to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Sheets, 28 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2017. Sheets, batting with one down, takes a strike. Next offering is fouled back. That missed by a lot. 1-2 to count. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty. Fights it off. He'll see another.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
First for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
And there's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Here comes X to the plate. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. And out to a board. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
2 on, 1 out. Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Grounded out his first time up. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Jose Iglesias gets a chance to hit now. Grounded out to short in his first trip. And there's a foul ball.
Next offering is in for a strike.
No ball, two
Sheets
strikes.
on second. Bogarts on at first with 2 down. Just off the inside edge. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Out to short. They get the force, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. No runs, a hit, 2 left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Dodgers 3 and the Padres nothing. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Well, that one might sting for a bit, but it helps the team and it boosts the OBP boog. Sometimes that trade-off is worth it, but sometimes it's not.
Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
First and second, no outs. Miguel Rojas at the plate. 0 for 1 with a fly out. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Sheets gets under it, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Dalton Rushing.
And now Dalton Rushing. Struck out looking at his first at bat. And a foul ball. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fouled off left side. And ball 1.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
And stepping in is the speedy Hesung Kim. Just missed. 2 on, 2 outs. He was late there, strike 1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Two outs. A changeup missing. 2-1. That one fouled off.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. That one hit to right. Tatis after it. He's got it. And the inning is over. Dodgers strand a couple, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine, here's a speed threat, Brandon Lockridge. May back to work. And takes low for ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Shohei Ohtani looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Number 86 warming up as well. And another ball.
Inside. Ball, that's in.
And there's the automatic. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he's been in a very giving mood today.
Now batting, catcher, Elias.
Here's Elias Diaz.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole.
Fouled off down the right side. Back up the middle and a base hit. Runner stops at second, and the first 2 reach to start the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Back to the top of the lineup, Fernando Tatis Jr. digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's fouled off. Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016. Lockridge over at second. Diaz at first with no outs. Tatis waits. And 1-2.
Two the count.
And that's down and away.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hernandez sizing it up. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Good read there at second base to move up to third. Now it's a lot easier to get that run in with one away. Here in the fifth inning, and here he is about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's really had to grind through to get to this point.
And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. Dustin May done for the night, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Luis Ariz stands in. Singy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Next pitch is outside.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Runners at the corners, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. And they're all loaded up.
Pitches down.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting, designated hitter, Manny Machado.
So bases all loaded up. Here's Machado.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
And fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
That one off the mark. Now 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
In the air out to center. Pajas makes a nice running catch. The tag, and he's out at the plate. And that's a double play. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Max Muncy. Fastball for a strike.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
That one almost got him.
2 strikes. Ball, that's out. Full count.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Sheets. And there's one away.
Now batting, shortstop,
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Dylan Cease gives way, just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Stephen Kolek.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Here's Mookie now. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. The shortstop takes the ball.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
He swings and fouls one off. Into center and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. And here's Freddie Freeman. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. One now. Mookie on the move. Swinging a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. The throw in, and he's safe. So it's first and third with one down. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Just missed. That's to third. Off balance feet. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Foul ball. Throw over to first, and he's back in there. Hernandez off of first with two away. That one found hard the other way. Gonna count 1 and 2. That's down and in. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
2 outs. And now the count filled up 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the left fielder, Enrique Hernandez, 1 for 2. Gets the outside corner with that one. First and second, 2 down. That one misses, and the count even 1-1. Fought off foul. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. Slice to right. Fair ball. Headed for the plate. 1 run is in. Here comes Pages around third. Head first slide, and he's safe. It's 6-0.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Steven Kolick departs, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Number 66 gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Man at second here with 2 away. Now a chance for Miguel Rojas. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fastball for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in. And here's the catcher, Dalton Rushing, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Slider misses outside. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball. We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
4 runs already in the frame. Last half of inning number 5. That one misses. Ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Late with the swing there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's into the gap. Coming home. He will score.
Picks himself up an RBI. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Hesung Kim, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs and one in scoring position. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Drops into the glove and the inning is over. But 9 batters hit in the inning. 5 come around to score. 5 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Padres nothing. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia. Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
And that misses. And now it's even 1-1.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. So a man at first. And here comes Xander Bogaerts.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. Sheets gets his lead at first with nobody out. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. The 1-1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
And they'll do it again. The 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Runner at first with no outs here.
Count is full.
In the dirt, but kept close. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Lunges for it, but can't make the catch.
Now batting second baseman Jake Cronenworth.
Jake Cronenworth will hit next.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
First pitch just misses. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ball, that's out.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
First and second, no outs. And we're in the top half of the sixth.
That's ball 3.
Next offering is in for a strike.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating, that's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
One out. Runners at first and second. And the next pitch is way outside. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that's a foul ball. Two on, one out. Good eye right there. Line drive, and that's a base hit out of the left center field. Sheets around third. The throw in, but it's offline.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brandon Lockwood.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Brandon Lockridge. He's 0 for 1. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Runners are at the corners, one away. And that's outside.
That's ball 2.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
In the dirt, blocked. No advance from the runners, 3-1 now. On the ground, out to short. That's a base hit, run scores.
Now batting, catcher, Elias Diaz.
2 on with 1 out. Elias Diaz, the next up for the Padres. Ground ball to the right side. And foul ball. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2 strikes. That's a ball.
Next offering is down low.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Fastball for a strike, and it's 1-1. That one missed.
1 strike.
Two on, 2 outs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that just misses. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Freeman makes the play, and that'll do it. They put 2 on the board, 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Padres 2. Bottom of the inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
Let's go. Do it again.
Next offering is fouled back. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And that's in the dirt.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting.
And now it's Mookie Betts. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Just missed.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Line drive, caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
2 outs, base is empty. Here comes the 2024 World Series MVP to the plate. Freddie Freeman was good all postseason, but man, the World Series was something else.
Yeah, probably the easiest MVP choice of any World Series, which is especially impressive with the amount of superstars on the Dodgers. Freeman tied a World Series record with 12 RBIs, and we'll never forget that walk-off grand slam in Game 1.
Freeman hits it in the air. Tatis really on his horse for it. He's got it, and that will end the inning.
Now pitching.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, number 86.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Arias.
Baseman, Luis Arias.
And there's a ball.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
And a foul ball. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. And downstairs. Late swing, foul to the left. Got him swinging.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
And now it's Manny Machado. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And he grounds one to the right side. Takes it himself, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Now batting, left fielder, Gavin Sheets.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Ball 1 there.
1-1.
Fastball for a strike. And that's downstairs and outside. Outside low, and it's 3-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw on to Freeman. Padres go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the Friars, and it's still 8-2. Set for the last half of the 7th, and now the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. And ball 1. That's inside.
Ball 2.
Tap back to the mound. Tosses to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Andy Pajes.
And now the center fielder, Andy Pajes. Curveball over for a called strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Ball.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And the slider just misses. That one drilled left field. Back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, left fielder, Kike.
2 down, bases empty. Kike Hernandez at the plate. First pitch, and he just misses. And another ball. 2-0 the count. Here it comes. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. And delivers outside. And that's too high, and it's ball 4.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch misses. Hernandez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Clips the corner. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, right to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside, and the catcher wishes he could have done more to try to stop it.
Struck him out without a swing. Clipped the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike 3. 1 left for L.A. They lead at 8-2. And we're back, ready to begin the 8th. And here is Xander Bogaerts. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And a curve is down and in.
Ball, that's out.
Close, but called a ball. And now 3 balls and a strike. On the ground to first. And it gets by him.
Up next for the Padres, second baseman Jake Cronenworth.
Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And the first offering is not close.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
This one in the air, center field. And there's 1 down.
Up third baseman, Jose Iglesias.
Here's the third baseman, Jose Iglesias. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Man at first, one away.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Outside with a breaking ball. Ripped to third and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's the center fielder, Brandon Lockridge. There's a strike. Inside, ball 1. Tap foul at the plate. Two outs.
That's a ball.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Rushing makes the catch, and that is that. This one pretty well decided at this point. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Padres 2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Sean Reynolds.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Dalton Rushing. Just
Nope,
missed.
That's a ball. Counts 1-0.
The 1-0. Swing and a foul out of play. That missed
2 balls,
inside.
1 strike.
Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 out now.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Kim
Nope,
in the box
outside.
with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Bullpen action for the Padres. Jeremiah Estrada preparing to come on if needed. Matsui, a left-hander, also throwing.
All right, Dodgers. Woo!
And
That's a
another
ball.
ball. Left field. Sheets. He's there. He's got it. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Dodgers.
2 outs. Base is empty. Here's Max Muncy. He's already homered here in this one. That one
Ball
not
one, no
close.
strike.
Ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swinging a foul straight back. Two down, nobody on. And that's
Outside, that's a
outside.
ball.
The count now 2-2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Lou Trevino.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Now the catcher up to hit, Elias Diaz. 1 for 3. And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Number 70 looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Number 78, the right-hander, also getting loose. The 1-0. Ripped, but it curls foul. Swings through that one out in front that time.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
The 1-2. Lifted in the air, right center field. And it falls. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, right fielder Fernando Tatis.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. That's down and in. Just off the outside edge. Diaz gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
And here's the first baseman, Luis Arias. And that drops in for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
First and second, no outs. Here at the top of the 9th. Line drive, base hit right field. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Now Machado up here. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Bases juiced, no outs. Liner, and this could be trouble. One run across. Now 2 runs score. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores. They clear the bases.
Clears the bases, drives in 3, and don't look now, but they're back in this thing. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Lou Trevino won't go any further tonight. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Tanner Scott comes on trying to close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Gavin Sheets, the next up for the Padres. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. He's 2 outs away. Here's Bogarts now. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Foul ball there. Next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
The next offering misses. And it's a full count. 1 out and a runner at second. Now a pop-up on the infield. And there are 2 outs.
Oh, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Cronenworth, the next to hit, takes outside.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Scott is just 1 strike away. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that one missing low. Gets a piece and stays alive. Man on second, 2 down. Stays alive. The next pitch misses. Full count now.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Now the third baseman, Jose Iglesias. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Tying run at the plate. Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
On a line out towards center. The catch is made to end it.
Well, I'd say we got treated to a good one. Gotta love a game when you get 13 runs on the board. A lot of offense, but it doesn't end in a blowout. Tons of really good at-bats to look back on in this one.
And this one ends with the score 8-5. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.